Kansas City Chiefs sign cornerback Kader Kohou, smart depth move? After being pretty quiet for the last couple of days, the Kansas City Chiefs have finally made another move in free agency, signing a new cornerback. And interestingly enough, this move actually reminds me a lot of the Elijah Mitchell signing from last offseason. Now, before anyone panics, don't take that comparison the wrong way. I actually think this move might have more upside. But once we break it down, you'll understand exactly why that comparison makes sense. The player the Chiefs signed is former Miami Dolphins cornerback Kader Kohou. Injury comeback situation. Kohou is coming off a torn ACL that caused him to miss the entire 2025 season. That's the big reason why this deal likely comes at a low cost and low risk for Kansas City. And that's exactly why it reminds me of the Elijah Mitchell signing. Mitchell also came to the Chiefs after missing a full season due to injury. These are the types of moves the Chiefs like to make: high upside, minimal financial risk. If Kohou returns to form, this could end up being a really solid pickup. Why the Chiefs needed this move? The most obvious reason for this signing is simple: the Chiefs needed more depth at cornerback. But the interesting part about Kohou is his versatility. He can play both outside corner and inside in the slot, though he's primarily been a slot corner during his time with the Dolphins. And that's important because the slot position has been a bit of a question mark for Kansas City. Right now, the Chiefs have experimented with players like Shamari Connor, but that hasn't always worked out consistently. Another young option is Chris Roland Wallace, but nothing there is fully locked in yet. That's where Kohou could come in. If he's healthy, he could legitimately compete to become the Chiefs' primary nickel corner. What Kohou brings to the defense. Looking at his numbers from the 2024 season, Kohou was actually playing some solid football before the injury. He played 64% of his snaps in the slot, 26% on the outside. His production included 8 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 45 tackles. At 5 feet 10 inches, 200 pounds, he fits the mold of a physical slot defender who can hold up in coverage and play with toughness, something defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo loves in his corners. ESPN analyst Benjamin Solak even mentioned that he really likes this signing because Kohou brings inside-outside versatility and the physical mentality that fits the Chiefs' defensive system. Athletic profile. Another interesting part of Kohou's profile is his athletic testing. His explosion numbers were excellent, with elite marks in vertical jump, broad jump. His short area quickness is also impressive, which is crucial for slot corners. While his 4.5-second 40-yard dash isn't blazing, his 10-yard and 20-yard splits are elite, meaning he accelerates quickly off the line. That's exactly what you want from a slot defender who has to cover quick, shifty receivers across the middle of the field. Fixing the Chiefs' biggest coverage weakness. If we're being honest, the middle of the field has been the Chiefs' biggest defensive vulnerability at times. Linebacker Nick Bolton is fantastic against the run and a great leader for the defense, but coverage isn't his strongest area. When you combine that with inconsistent slot coverage, opposing teams have been able to attack that part of the field. Adding Kohou gives the Chiefs another player